Good morning, guys. Another beautiful day when we can't get to the bank in lockdown, but you got to keep people safe and do as they say. Soon it'll be over and we can all get back to the bank. So what I thought I'd do for you today is a review of light travel, stalking, canal, carp fishing, anything like that, where you don't want to take a lot of gear, just a nice little bit of travel tackle, so you can move quickly if you need to. You can rove, you can lay those fish, find where they are and just keep moving up and down. Or if you're fishing like a small commercial where there's lots of undergrowth and things like that and trees where you can just flick a rod underneath, sit back and enjoy. So what I've got here is the Nash Dwarf abbreviated 6 foot £1 test. Now they do these in a range of test up to £3 test, and the rod bag that I got with it, now fair enough I had to buy that on eBay separately because I couldn't find them in the shop. That's the double rod bag, but what I've done is I use one section for holding the rods, which is what it's for really. You've got double rod section there with the reel pouches for keeping the reels on them all nice and safe, and then in the side section here I have my 2 bank sticks, one to put a bite alarm on if I want, or just a rod rest, other for the butt section. And then I've also got, not on it at the moment, but a short telescopic landing net handle, and it all just fits into that little bag there. The rod itself is that. It's a little 6-footer. Like I say, use it as a stalking rod or a little canal rod or something, where you don't want massive 12-foot rods whacking out across the canal. You're only flicking in anything up to a couple of foot. It's got a nice little rig retainer on the side here if you want it. On the underside, just under where the reel is there, it tells you the length and the test curve. I've paired it with a really cheap Akuma carbonite reel. I think they're about 20 quid in the shop, bait runner. It is cheap, but it's effective. It does the job. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just for a budget buy to actually review and see how it worked, and I'll tell you what, it's worked quite well. I wouldn't want to put it under the strain of catching anything too big, but it's handled carp up to high doubles, not too bad. Same with the rod. I've had carp up to 18 or so on it from both the canal and a few mixed fisheries, and it is really good for just, underarm casting into like undergrowth if you were trying to get under those trees there, just under casting into there, that kind of thing. Absolutely fantastic. Really nice curve to it. Now there was a problem when they first came out. I heard a lot of people moaning and complaining about this, the tip section, snapping under casting and under strain, but I believe he done some work on it when he brought them out, and they're a lot better now. And they have just rebranded them, if you will, or brought out a new version of it, and it's the abbreviated cork. And what it is the butt section here has a little bit of cork on it. That's all it is. Maybe it's a little bit different in play, I don't know. But for holding, for playing fish, for casting, great. They're not a long rod. You're not going to sling it under your arm and pump and wind. They are a stand and fight out sort of rod. But yeah, really good bit of kit for the money. And then I pair that with that, the little Q Flow Witchwood bag. Now this was sold under the trout section in the shop I was in, and I have been using it for me fly fishing, putting me tackle in and that, but I use it for roving as well. You've got a cracking little seat there with a back to it, so you can, sit down wherever you want as rover, and it's well able to take a fair bit of weight. I'm nearly 15 stone and it supports me no problem. And on it you've got a little front pocket, a front pouch there for you to put a drink in or something. Another little front pouch here that's alright if you want to keep like maybe a chocolate bar or something in there with an ice pack. Underneath, once you fold the seat back up, you got 2 storage. You got a front one and you got a back one. Now they're both separated in the middle here, but you will fit a bag of boilies or tins of corn or whatever you want to use into there, and you'll also fit some, loose feed like hemp seed, maybe a PVA stocking, a few leads, and some rigs in it as well. And it is fantastic. And altogether, I think the seat is about 40 quid in the shops or online, £40, £45. The rod was about think it was about 65 when I bought it, maybe 69. The reel I picked up for, like I say, 20 quid off eBay. Perfect. And the double rod hold all came for about £20, I think it was, or maybe $18.99 from Tackle Direct. I've had it for about 2 years. It's been put through its paces and it works well. I have caught some cracking carp on it and some bream as well. And yeah, if you're ever looking for a little roving setup, carp setup for canals or margin fishing, you couldn't go far wrong with this. You really couldn't. It's a cracking little roving setup. All you need to take with you to carry separate is a net and maybe an unhooking mat as well if you're going to be on concrete ground or anything like that. But yeah, beautiful little setup, cheap, cheerful and great for the roving angler. So there you are, lads. I just thought I'd give you a quick view of that and let you see my opinions on it. Alright, thank you.